Wait, yeah. Um,
Can you hear anything?
I can hear you.
You can or can't?
I can't hear you in the game.
Okay, but not you?
No. Oh wait, yeah. Just it was delayed. It was
Okay.
delayed. Everything was delayed.
How is the audio levels?
I think it's fine. I think all of it's fine.
Okay.
Um. Yeah, I think.
Well, I would have done more like a countdown to the start of the stream, but we're here now. May as well just go with it. So, I was kind of playing by well, of course I was playing by myself, but I kind of found out that they made a bunch of changes to my job that I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I changed jobs. So
Mm.
hopefully, I mean, they've changed all of the jobs, I think, but this job, the Arcanist, seems like something that I can, like, hopefully stick with for a little while.
That's good.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Oh, I needed to be down there. But this job's whole thing is that they get to summon little pets. Like the
That's
carbuncle.
cute.
Let's go to the Arcanist Guild. Alright. Where is... Wait, where the heck? Down below? Also, I found out that the trial version of the game seems generous, but because I know how this game is supposed to play, I realized that they actually aren't letting you do a lot of stuff that they're supposed to. Like, for example, I'm not allowed to talk to other people.
Like online people?
Like, other people who are, like, aren't trial accounts.
I see.
Yeah. I'm also not allowed to use the market board, which is huge. So, in the next couple of days, I'll probably upgrade my account to actually be legit, and then I'll worry about getting the other expansions when I get to that point.
That's fair.
Kind of hoping that somebody shows up and explains to me what the heck is going on.
Meaning?
So, back when I used to play this game, you see that little carbuncle icon in the bottom right of the screen?
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing. Like, carbuncle was kind of just a cute little whatever he is that fights alongside you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
didn't have any mechanics really associated to it.
I
But
see.
now it's considerably more complicated, and I'm kind of just like trying to understand because he doesn't
Hmm.
fight stuff for you anymore. He kind of just hangs out.
Okay. Yeah. I see.
Oh, I remember that. I used to have that one. Christmas mount.
It's summer.
Yeah, well, I don't quite know what season it is in ARZ right now, but yeah. They do events for pretty much all of the holidays. Since this way.
That's good.
One Christmas, they gave you a giant bear with a Santa hat who throws presents at people.
Nice.
Inspect the crates. Okay, so like, I don't know what this does.
But like make you faster or something?
Well, the description says it makes my spells do a little bit more damage, but then after it wears off, I get that emerald down at the bottom, and it's kind of just like I'll have to read after this. Uh, I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to cogitate. Do you really have to do that on the floor, though?
The floor is the best place to be. It's comfortable.
In the grass, in the rain?
Yes.
Huh.
If you don't have any allergies.
But what about the bugs?
The bugs that are being washed away by the rain.
Not all of them. The ones that you want to be washed away by the rain never are.
If it's cold, there are no mosquitoes. Ants don't want to come out. They are not an issue. And so, you're fine.
It's a gate assessor. Acting guild master has elected me to oversee your training. Oh no. I forgot. This game used to be considerably more dark. Completely forgot about this character. Anyway. Also, I wouldn't be reading a book. I mean, they're magic books, sure, but still.
If it doesn't get wet, I'm not saying why not.
I want to outwit the enemy. This girl has an unfortunate past. Her her parents, I believe, were killed by pirates, and she was held captive by them. And some not so Twitch friendly stuff happened to her during that time, so she's traumatized by those pirates. But you can kind of help her get over it. Kind of.
There are some things you can't just get over, and I think that might be just one of them.
I say get over it for lack of a better term in the moment. But she does kill them.
Revenge.
I think.
Nice.
I think that's how that works out. I know you fight them for sure. I'm pretty sure you kill them. A big part of this job's thing is that they they work with their pets, their summons, and put shields on themselves and allies in order to avoid taking damage. So you don't need a healer, essentially. Like, the whole thing is being smart enough to keep damage from happening in the first place, but they can heal if you need it. It's all
nice.
tactics and thinking with this. Lower Lenosia. Middle Lenosia. Where am I? The Namazu Festival Mount. It's a fun one. So, how do you feel about Twinkies?
I love Twinkies. Twinkies are so good. I'd like to try the new ones too, like the new flavors. The cotton candy one is so weird because it tastes exactly like cotton candy, but the texture isn't anything like cotton candy.
I didn't know that they had different flavors of Twinkie.
Yeah. I only know they're two, but yeah.
I was given a Twinkie flavored iced latte.
That doesn't sound good.
Actually, it's not bad.
Something about that doesn't sit right.
Like, it absolutely, like, I added it with my coffee ice cubes, but it's pretty good. It's alright. I didn't expect it to be good.
I make like 3-step coffees. I have make the actual coffee, put sugar in it, put milk in it, and then you're done. That's it. But yeah. Or instead of milk, I put creamer, but we had a tragic accident at the beginning of the month.
Gotta have creamer. I love creamer.
Yeah, so do I, but I don't have any, so I use milk.
You know, I should try that at some point. Because, I mean, creamer is milk anyway.
Yeah, it's just flavored milk.
What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? I'm too nice for my own good. I can't help it.
This is you being nice.
I healed them. They were going to die.
Why would you heal them? Aren't you killing these things?
I'm killing the pirates, but that person there doesn't know what they're doing very clearly. Oh, I died, and I don't have a revive. Well, I tried. Need to work on my targeting.
What level are you?
On this job, I'm level 9. Enable section, target close to the mouse cursor. So, filters. When cycling. When weapon is drawn, I want this. Aggroing enemies. Party members. I'm trying to make it so when I cycle through all my targets, I don't end up trying to target someone that's impossible to target. It's annoying.
I see.
Okay. One more pirate. Oh, they came back. Well, I got what I needed. They're on their own. God's Grip and Lower Lenosia and Cedarwood Lover. Okay. I'm very picky. I mean, I had all of the jobs max level, but my favorite jobs were always one of the extremes. I wanted to be up in the enemy's face, beating them to a pulp, or I wanted to be as far away as possible. No middle.
I choose the second option. I'm good. I don't want to be confronted by an enemy and then dialed. Okay. I choose a farther away approach.
Yeah. But like, there's a job that casts magic at a distance, but then will like lunge in with their sword and attack, and it's like, no, pick one.
I can see that's useful though.
They're a very useful job. It's just, I don't know, something about the way that it's like switching modes on the fly that often just bugged me.
Because you can't do it.
I was able to do it. It's like when you're far away, you don't have to worry about what the enemy is doing unless like the ground gets highlighted under you.
Yeah.
So you get used to like not paying attention to what the enemy's really doing while you're casting magic. But then after you lunge in, it's like all of a sudden it's like, wait, no, pay attention. Move here. Don't stand there.
I'm not ever not paying attention. That's the thing. I feel like you should always be paying attention to everything, constantly.
Well, when I'm playing like a class that's always up in the enemy's face, I am always paying attention. But
I know, but even from a distance, you should always be paying attention to what the thing is doing. You gotta know its patterns, know what
yeah,
it's doing.
yeah, you're right. But that's the main reason why as soon as I got that, I got Red Mage max level, I swapped off of it. I was like, alright, I'm done. Objective achieved.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I mean, you do that in kind of in real life too, you know? Always gotta be paying attention.
I mean, not always. Like, if you're
Yeah.
chilling.
I'm chilling when I'm paying attention to everything right now. You gotta be paying attention to what's in front of me. at what's happening around me and what's happening in the other vicinity, in other places. But always be paying attention.
Max, don't be like me. Always pay attention. Okay, I need mage stuff now, so switch gears for that.
That's why I am such a light sleeper. I'm a really light sleeper, despite
Wait,
how I sleep.
speaking of sleep, I just unlocked sleep. But
You had to unlock sleep.
it's a spell. I put enemies to sleep.
I was like,
Okay, they changed the way... Okay, wait. Aether Flow, I'm familiar with. This works the way it used to. Energy Train... Certain accents... All of this is what... The Transgage indicates... Ruby Arcana... Change... Precious Brilliance... Ruby, Topaz, Emerald... So... Oh! Okay. I think I get it now. Wait, no I don't. What the heck? I always put Idle somewhere stupid because I don't use it. I also don't use Sleep because as soon as you hit an enemy that's asleep with a physical attack, they wake up, and you're always usually in a party with somebody who's doing physical damage, so no point.
Not necessarily. I think sleep could be good if both of you just need a second. Like, you know? Like, just...
But like, so tanks, for example, one of the ways that they keep the enemy's attention on them is by hitting them with like flashy attacks that are physical. And they
Yeah, that's true.
hit a large area. But like when I'm
Feel like-
fighting by myself, I guess it is kind of useful to like...
I guess if you're also fighting with a healer and they just need a second to heal everyone, sleep isn't bad. It would just give them a moment.
Yeah. Oops.
But I don't know, that could just be me.
You're not wrong. It's just kind of... I always found it kind of annoying whenever I would put a target to sleep, only to have somebody immediately wake it back up. It's like I
The
could
thing
have...
is, if I were to have a party, it'd be with people that I know. Like,
Yeah.
on call. You know, be like, yo, I'm gonna put this thing to sleep. Don't attack it for a second.
What? Idle perform... Wait, are those bots? Their movements are completely in sync. I've never seen that before. Roseling and wild jackals. I haven't been there yet. It sounds like you'd make a good healer. Or
Me?
mage DPS, yeah.
Why would you say that?
Uh, Comments like always paying attention and um, watching what's around you.
Well, I just feel like that everyone should do that in general. It's like looking for the signs in other people, what makes people red flags or not, you know? You just gotta kind of be always slightly paying attention. I mean, you can obviously focus your attention on something, you know, most of it, but you gotta have other percentage of whatever you're not paying attention to your surroundings and how you do things and
But in the
how
heat
things
of the moment,
affect
it's
you.
very easy to end up with tunnel vision.
No, I know. I'm
Which,
not saying it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying something you should people that should practice more often
sure.
in video games and in reality.
I People told me that I was a good healer, but I don't know. I never felt like I was good at it. I don't know how to describe it. It always felt like when I was healing that I was,
Not doing everything you could be doing.
yeah, I wasn't efficient at it. I was just like, yes, I was doing my like I was keeping everybody alive, but that's about it. It didn't feel like I was really contributing to the party like a healer should.
Yeah.
But they didn't complain, and neither did I. This is. Wait a second.
You do what you do in this game, I do in real life. You always think that you can make it. You look at a drop and you think, I can make it.
Oh, yeah. Well, because I know that in this game, you'll always survive a fall with at least 1 HP so long as you aren't in combat. So,
So do that all the time. And then I get hit with tree branches and I hit my arm on fan blades and I take more damage in real life.
yeah, gotta. You kind of just countered your whole always paying attention thing with the whole fan blade incident.
No, because I knew it was there. I just think that I can make it. There's a difference between not paying attention and thinking that, you know, I'll be fine. Like, you can be aware of something and just be like, nah, it's not a problem. Until it is. There's only one thing that I'm not fully aware of, and that's my height. I always think that I can make it because I've made it before.
They changed this ability. Yeah, I never assume that I can make it and always duck, even if I don't need to. Because
No, I don't do that.
it's better to look dumb and duck than it is to look dumb and hit yourself.
Yeah, I get that. But I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of used to having taller ceilings because I have decently tall people that I live with. So I forget that I'm taller than those people.
I feel like there's too much stuff on screen still, and it's starting to get on my nerves.
What you're saying is you're okay with your screen looking like that, but when you have too many tabs open, that doesn't bother you?
I don't have too many tabs open.
You always have too many tabs open. Always.
But I don't. It's like 4.
On most times it is.
What
I
else
have
doesn't need to be on screen?
2 tabs open, but I have 2 other programs open.
Oh, well, see, programs are different. I have to have tons of programs open. I don't have a choice in that.
For this I can understand, but I only have yeah, I have 3 actual programs open. Like in total. And one of those programs has 2 tabs.
Companions. When targeted. Pet name. I don't need. I know the names of my pets. Thank you. There we go. It's a little bit better.
I am not gonna get any pets in the games.
Well, the only job that gets pets are the Arcanist Scholar Summoner. I think that you'd probably make a really good scholar.
I don't know what a square is.
It's basically this, except they're hyper focused on healing. Um, they. How do I describe it? They have a fairy that helps them heal. Also does shield managing. And essentially, you can get what's like a critical. Oh god, what? So, like, if you get really lucky while you're healing, you can actually put a shield on yourself or your party members. And depending on the situation, that shield will be like tons and tons of damage blocked.
Let's see.
I don't know if it's still the case though, but they also do boatloads of damage.
Yeah, me being touched with damage isn't the smartest thing.
Well, it's not even that they like actively do it. They used to put a bunch of different types of poison on the enemy. Poison, miasma, toxic, and then you have a spell that like when the more types of poison your enemy has, you basically make all of their infected wounds explode for tons of damage. But for the most part, they just you just poison the enemy and then you start healing your allies and you're good. I don't know if I can beat this thing.
It might take you a while, but I think you can. I've literally been sleeping all day. I shouldn't be yawning and I shouldn't be tired.
I was also sleeping for a decent chunk of the day.
I shouldn't be yawning. And I am.
Coffee withdrawal.
Possible. But I'm gonna make some today. And I'm gonna make some of this set with the coffee that I like. That's the vanilla hazelnut. And I'm gonna make it a little bit sweeter now. I'm gonna add some caramel.
Nice.
I would add
Now,
caramel more.
when you say you're going to make it today, do you mean today or do you mean like tonight?
That's right. I'm gonna wait till the people in my vicinity are asleep so I don't get judged for it.
See, he's just standing there. Carbuncle used to fight. I need to converse with somebody.
Did you kill it?
Yeah, I killed it. It was close though, I almost ran out of magic. Good old crystal. I love these things.
I always thought we could know. I used to paint, right?
What's that?
Acrylic. I used to paint a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Acrylic and watercolor.
Right.
I was so bad at myself at times. I was working on a painting and I sneezed. Normally, it'd be fine. It was so aggressive. I had made an entire streak through a painting, which would be fine if it was solid colors, but it was all blended and it was like
Oh
smooth blending.
no.
And I was like, I know for a goddamn minute I did not just do that. I just gave up right then and then. Like, I'm not gonna try and recreate all that blending. You know how hard it is to blend
No.
smoothly with paint, thin paint too?
I am
Mm-mm.
terrible at painting. Absolutely awful at painting. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, I would be upset.
Oh my god, it was so nice. I mean, granted, I only had half the painting done, but I just painted it all white, and I'm like, well, it's time for something new.
Yeah.
There was no way that I was ever going to repaint that. It wasn't happening. I was so mad at myself. I'm like, you gotta be fucking serious. I just took a step back, and I was like, all because of a sneeze.
Sheesh. I could never. Couldn't be me. First off, me and painting are just not compatible.
Have you only tried acrylic, or have you tried watercolor?
Uh, the last time I tried painting was actually with you. I don't know if
Me?
you remember that. Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, I created a nightmare creature.
Oh, wait a second, I do remember this.
Yeah.
The one that kind of looked like Momo.
I don't know what a Momo is.
It's a horror character.
Yeah, I believe that. That I believe.
Here, I gotta send you a picture.
You know what I forgot to do?
What's this
Whoops.
thing?
I have seen that before. Yeah, what if I told you that that original, like, I didn't intend to do that, but I know I played it up at the time, like, oh yeah, totally, I did that on purpose, but no, that was not intentional. That was,
I haven't painted in a year, maybe two. I remember how much I liked it though, but coming up with a sketch and I'm not very good at sketching and creating.
well, how do you even, like, sketch on the rough surface of canvas?
Honestly, it's better than drawing on paper. It's
You're
so
crazy.
nice. The texture is
It's all bumpy.
exactly, the texture is just so nice. Um, but the first thing I would do is I would sketch it on paper first, because it's kind of hard to erase on canvas.
Hard to put graphite on canvas.
Why are you using graphite?
That's what pencil lead is. It's not actually lead.
But I used to love painting. But then I actually took a step. I love the process of painting, like the feeling of it. But then when I look back and I step back to I was like, ugh, that does not look good. That's why I did a lot of paint by numbers. Everyone hated paint by numbers. My sibling got my entire family paint by numbers for some reason.
What is
And
paint
I
by
ended up
numbers?
You don't know what a paint by number is?
No.
That's where they give you paint and like an already like pre-drawn out canvas and it like sections everything off into colors. I will show you a picture of one of my most intricate ones I've done.
That sounds like connect the dots, except color. Okay, what is this? Levies. Please tell me you'll take me back. Okay, cool.
So that was the hardest one that I've done.
Oh, that's really
It's
cool.
like so that was completely white and it just had colors. It was just white and it had black outlines and you had to basically go in and paint.
That's neat.
But they didn't give you enough paint for you to do a second layer, which kind of pissed me off, but whatever. But I haven't painted since that one, which I did that like 2 years ago.
Hmm.
Yeah, I stopped doing art for like a year and a half. Like I wasn't painting, I wasn't drawing, I wasn't watercoloring, it was nothing.
I draw. So the conditions for me drawing are really particular. I have to have a dream about what I'm going to draw. But normally what happens when I dream is it's something that I want to write about. But it has to be a dream that's detailed enough for me to visualize, but not detailed enough to like make a story out of.
So, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I started to like drawing. It kind of just, like when I was younger, I gotta go there. I don't know. Just kind of was there. That's all I had to do.
Uh, when I was younger, I would only ever draw when I was in trouble and couldn't play video games.
I wasn't allowed to play video games with my siblings. Let me rephrase. My siblings never wanted me to play video games, though, so I didn't.
I always, pretty much always played video games by myself.
Well,
Nobody else
yeah,
was
but
really interested.
I would have done that, but we only had one Xbox for my 9 siblings, 8 or 9 siblings.
Oh no, see back then it wasn't Xbox and PlayStations, it was like Game Boys, particularly the color. I did have an original Game Boy, but it was the type of thing that didn't have a light on it, so you had to sit under a light or sit next to a lamp.
Yeah.
And
No, I never had any of that. I just kind of was upstairs. I was really sad. I used to play board games by myself.
I had a phase where I did that.
It wasn't a phase, it was just no one wanted to play with me. They were all playing with each other,
Yeah.
so I did. I always lost or I always won, so it was a win-win for me. Literally. I used to set my stuffed animals up as if they
Oh,
were
I was
playing.
just about to say that. I was just about to say you get to bust out the.
Stuffed animals are action figures. Yep.
Used to try and make my own board games.
I tried that once. I didn't have enough of anything to do that though.
I used Legos.
My mom never really bought me Legos when I was a kid. My brother got Legos though.
Lift a couple of them. I actually
Now
got.
my siblings are either hanging out in his room or my older sister's room.
I got most of my Legos from my older sister. At first, anyway. Just a big old bucket of Legos, and she's like, "These are yours now." And I was like, "Nice."
I don't know, my mom kind of just got me a coloring book and then she said, "Here, play with it." And I was upstairs for hours.
God, I hated coloring books so much. Oh no, 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 I hate coloring. I hate it so much.
You hate coloring because you can't decide on what color to use.
No, I can decide on the colors. It's I can't stay in the lines.
I said you had to stay in the lines.
And then I'd go outside of the lines and then finish, and I'd be like, "Man, this looks like crap. Let's rip it up."
I didn't know how to draw. I still don't know how to draw very well. So, it was a predisposed picture. That's why I have thousands of colored pencils. Legit, I think I honestly may have like a few hundred colored pencils on my desk right now at this moment.
Not me. I didn't do colored pen. Well, I had crayons.
Ew, why would you color with those?
I never used them though.
I'm pretty sure I ate a crayon on accident.
Why does that not surprise me?
No, but I actually, I do still have it. Hold up.
Oh, someone's in there fighting it. Uh-oh. They died that quick? Really, buddy? Oh. That's why.
So I think I did that when I was like 9. The thing that I just sent you. Yeah, I did that around 8 or 9-ish.
That's pretty cool. Very,
Color
something de la muerte? Something, my
Yeah,
Spanish
Dia
isn't.
de los Muertos.
Yeah, that one.
Day of the Dead.
Gabi!
You know how long I spent on that though? Oh, I remember that. I spent like 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours on that. I was 9, so
It's
everyone else
impressive.
was downstairs playing video games.
What video game?
I don't know, I wasn't there. I
Oh,
wasn't invited. Yikes. But yeah, I don't know why I started like drawing in the first place. There had to be some reason, but I don't remember.
I didn't. It was something that was always associated with trouble. So,
There was always a you're not doing something alone. Well, you're doing something alone, but it's meant to be done alone. So
so she has Topaz Carbuncle, which used to be like a completely separate summon, but I don't know how to get that now.
but yeah. Always things are either playing video games, laughing in the other room, or out. I was kind of just here.
Chillin'.
But yeah, I am still not. I feel like I could be better in my art. If I didn't take a year, I feel like I'd be better.
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things. It's like it's not something that you can be good or bad at. It's something that happens, and you either like the result or don't.
Mm, I guess.
Nice. Once I hit level 15, I'll be good to continue with the main story quests. We're just like I swapped jobs right before the first dungeon, which not an ideal move, but I just didn't want to keep going on with that.
Yeah. Might as well just be practice something that you're good at, and then be better in the dungeon. I don't know.
I appear to have interrupted something. Just
Why are
gonna
you still here?
slowly walk away. Why are there birds looking at me? That's what. Why are people meeting? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna mind my own business. Oh, behemoth.
What is the longest you haven't slept for?
2 days.
Only 2 days?
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
You know,
You've never just like forgotten to not sleep for a few days?
it's not that I've forgotten. So, how it usually works with me is as long as I stay like with something to do, like a task at hand or something, I'm good, right?
Mm.
But the second I go, I'm bored, immediate exhaustion.
No, that doesn't work for me. One time I forgot to sleep for like 3 days.
Oh yeah, because 3 days is so much longer than two.
No, that's not the longest that I haven't slept, but that's just the longest I've forgotten to sleep. I think the longest I've stayed up was like,
Well, actually, I guess I take it back. There are times where it's like I've been so engrossed in like a game or whatever that I've been like, oh, it's tomorrow now.
yeah, I think the longest that I have is like a week, but like a school week, so like 5 days. And that's with the continuous habits that I have. So, I mean, I didn't have coffee at the time, but I had some energy drinks, my jacket, and no water.
Had to sprinkle that one in there, didn't you?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I feel like I could have stayed up longer if I had the stuff to take care of myself with. Well, yeah. But I think it was when I was doing that paint by number that that was one of the days that I didn't sleep in that week.
Where are the settings to turn off people's minions? I don't need that shit. I don't know. I guess if I like had a reason to stay up for a long time, I think I could stay up for a decent amount of time without sleep, but no such reason has presented itself.
Um, do you really need a reason though? I didn't have a reason.
Yeah, I definitely need a reason. Moving around from place to place was one of those good reasons to just not sleep, but it was unpleasant.
I just don't sleep because I don't sleep. Like, I don't know. I don't need a particular reason. I just don't do it.
Well, that's a no good.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's not good.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Sleeping is important.
Hmm.
It can kill you. Lack of sleep can kill you.
No comment.
Not being able to access the market board makes this way harder than it needs to be. this region. Um,
Really stuff that might be bad now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just something about it. I don't think sleep is as important as people push it to be.
it's absolutely important. It's
No, I'm not saying that it's not important, but I'm just saying I think that it's sometimes people exhaust it too much.
it's the second most important thing to life, to
What
water.
else?
In order of importance, it's water, sleep, food, and then everything else.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. You know my philosophy on sleeping.
Get proper sleep, everyone. It's important.
You should. I'm not saying you shouldn't get proper sleep.
I mean,
You should get
I'm
proper sleep.
maybe not the first
Your
person who
weak
should be telling
body.
people, yeah. I sleep okay, though, I think. Sometimes.
You
Well,
get
most,
at least 6 hours a day.
yes. Just not all at once.
You do?
Yeah. Well, 60% of the time, I'll say. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's all the time forever, but yes, generally speaking, I do get the proper amount of hours of sleep.
Dude, people were telling me that you should at least get 8 hours of sleep.
Yes, and
Who has time for that?
if I wasn't so busy, I would absolutely try and get that.
I don't have time for that.
I get FOMO really bad. The fear of missing out. So too much inactivity is just ugh, I can't do it.
Fear of missing out? No. I mean, I was constantly missing out as a child. So, fear of missing out. Fear of failure, yes. But fear of missing out? Nah. But I think my average sleep time.
Fear of missing out isn't like it's not quite that. It's FOMO is like every action you take is counterbalanced by an action not taken. So it's like it's difficult to describe, but when you sleep too much, it's like, oh, I'm missing out on chances to do this, 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 and this. And then you wake up and you panic because you don't have enough time. And it's like, well, if I didn't sleep so much, then I would have had time, but yeah.
Wouldn't you basically consider that feel of failure though? Feel of failure that you're not doing everything you can in life?
No, it's missing. It's more missing out and less a failure.
Or fear of failing?
It's a pretty ingenious business tactic, actually, where you go, you can only get it right now. And people will rush to get it because they don't want to not have it. Even if later on down the line they realize that they don't actually care. It's a very complicated psychological process that's very predatory, and I don't like it in any aspect.
I don't think anyone would.
Okay, so I got that. Lower Monocia at the Cedar Wood.
Did I miss that part again?
Actually, yeah, I completed two ranks of the hunting log, so this makes sense. Okay.
I feel like I have a lot of irrational fears. I wouldn't say irrational, but like mentality fears.
Mentality fear?
Yeah, it's like where it's probably really not like I don't like mentally you're like what's the actual like what the fuck? You know, that people wouldn't find necessarily healthy or good for you or any of that.
Well, fear is intrinsically bad for you, but it doesn't sound like you're talking about a phobia.
No, phobias are different than fears.
A phobia is a fear of. I'm not fighting that. I'm looking for something specific right now.
I guess you're right. But what that means you can consider every fear a phobia.
Yes. They have phobias for literally everything.
True.
But if that's not what you were talking about, then what did you mean?
What about what? About my which one?
Something about having
Irrational
irrational fears.
Oh. Well, I don't know if they're different phobias anymore. But like, are you talking about just my normally irrational fears or the mentally unstable fears? I guess that's
What the flip is a mentally...
that one fear that could come crashing down at you at any moment and could probably wreck you.
Entropy?
I don't know what that is.
It's a line of thinking that helps you sustain your way of life. Unique to the individual.
Yes, then I have fears that could tear those down at you. If set off. But my irrational fears are different. Like my irrational fear of doors. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I hate doors. I know they're necessary. Why?
And just because you hate them doesn't mean that you're afraid of them per se, because you seem to walk through them with no issue.
Well, like you don't ever like. What if they just came off the hinges and like just fell on you? What if it was like a really heavy door?
It'd have to be a very heavy door.
I had
like,
a door fall on me once. It wasn't fun.
Generally speaking, most doors I can pick up with one hand.
I'm too weak for that.
Like, even wooden doors, you know, like, excluding, like, front doors to, like, houses, most doors aren't even solid wood. They're, like, hollow inside.
No.
They're nothing.
I can't carry one, so.
Maybe, hit the weights.
I don't want to hear that. I've heard that too many times growing up.
I mean, but usually people will say that when it's like, oh, you need to lose weight or something like that. But like, if you can't pick, okay, I'll leave it. But what?
Yeah.
I don't believe that you can't pick up a hollow door.
I mean, it's been like a few years since I've tried. I don't know. How many times are you picking up a door in your life?
It's like 4 or 5. Too late.
I don't have a fear of heights. I have a fear of falling from heights. I don't know if that's the same thing.
I love heights. I want to go bungee jumping and skydiving.
You're insane. I mean, like, if I know that I'm not gonna like, mm, I shouldn't say that because I'll be contradicting myself when that does happen. Yeah, like unexpectedly falling from something. Like I don't have a fear of heights. I have a fear of like if I'm not constantly aware that something's gonna fall, I don't wanna be on it. Which is why I don't go on those water slides that like those trap doors that like, open.
Trapdoors?
Yeah, like when you're on like one of those water slides that are like super high up in the air and they basically drop you.
I don't think I've ever experienced something like that.
No, do I want to?
But no, I'm good with heights. I wasn't good the one time I was working at a distribution center on forklifts that go really, really, really high. These huge shelves with stock on it, and it's like a wire that they connect to a harness on your back. So like in case you
And that's
fall.
right.
So basically what it is you step kind of off of the forklift onto this pallet to get boxes and you kind of stack them. Well, there was a hole in mine and I fell through it. The safety cord wrapped itself around my neck. And I was grabbing the rope, keeping it from like tightening around my neck, dangling above from the absolute highest point that this forklift could go. And I was very much not okay with that. That wasn't cool.
I don't think anyone will. See, I'm pretty okay when put under pressure. So I mean, I think that would scare me
Same.
after the fact. Be like, yo, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
But I think under pressure, I'm pretty okay.
Me too.
Like,
I'm not one to really panic. I don't.
I'm not gonna say I'm not one to panic, but like, it depends how pressured the situation is. Like,
I
if
was
I'm
pretty.
playing a video game, like.
Yeah, when you're playing a video game. Yeah, let's talk about that.
But when I'm under put on like some super like actual like harmful situations from life or death, especially if it isn't my own life, then I'm pretty okay with it.
Yeah, when my friend shot himself in the hand, I was chill, even though the bullet went between me and my other friend. It
Oh my god.
was wild though. I was like, whoa.
And also my reflexes like are heightened. Dude, some kid, if I hadn't caught him, would have cracked his head open. Legit. This idiot was like, so the way that this playground was designed, like the monkey bars were like above concrete a little bit. This kid, I want to say maybe 4, went to the highest one, because you know how they have like ones for smaller kids, the one for like the people who are taller.
Hmm.
Went on the tallest one that he could find, and he fell, and I had to like twist my body so I could like catch him, but like he's like to a point where he would still fall, but it wouldn't like necessarily hurt him, you know?
Hmm.
That kid, his head was so close, and I wasn't even watching him. I just saw the whole thing happen. I was like, this kid's gonna fall. So I did something about it. My reflexes are heightened when someone else is in danger. Always heightened. Like, my sibling was climbing on my back. I think I told this, and he was moving as I was trying to put him down. He's like slammed. He was pulling back, so he was gonna fall, but I like flipped him forward onto my stomach, and then like I got basically hit with all the force of the refrigerator, and I slammed my arm into the floor. Oh, I like flipped him forward so he wouldn't get hurt.
Now that I think about it, you guys used to climb over me all of the time.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I bet you don't. Oh my goodness. I doubled as a jungle gym.
I really don't remember this.
Hmm.
But it was not fun. So like I said, I'm good under like actual like serious pressure. Like if someone's gonna get like hurt like seriously, then everything's heightened for me. I put myself in danger just to make sure that that other person's good. At least a whole other situation, but
Had to learn to stop
yeah,
doing that.
it hasn't killed me yet or seriously harmed me too badly anyway.
Where are these things?
Yeah, that brings me to the time that a jar dropped on my head.
Alright. What the heck am I looking for here? Kirkin. Um...
But yeah. Video games are
Completely different story.
I don't find myself in immense danger when I'm playing video games. So I don't feel the need to not panic.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know it doesn't make sense. Video games allow me to put myself in danger, get hurt, and still be okay.
All the more reason to be incredibly calm.
Supposedly. That is what is supposed to happen.
This place is huge. They're very vague with the... It's just megalo crabs out here.
But it hasn't... I feel like it's okay. I feel like I don't need to worry about it too much, though.
I mean, if you don't want to get better, then sure, but, you know... A little bit of chill will definitely allow your...
I'll say I don't think my panicking is that bad. I think it's manageable.
I disagree.
Well, okay.
From what I've seen, anyway. Let's say that.
I don't think.
And it's weird too because you'll start panicking like 2 minutes before it's time to actually be panicked by anything. Like,
What do you mean?
everything's fine, you're panicking. It's like, why? Everything's fine. And you keep panicking, and then things stop being fine, and it's like, okay, well, you just panicked until it was time to panic. I don't.
Give me an example of when that has happened.
Genshin Impact, name a boss. Pick a boss, any boss. All of the bosses.
I don't know. We don't know. I think the only one that applies to is the Storm Bearer.
The cubes.
I don't panic until the point isn't to be not panicking. I
You totally did. You totally did. The cube would literally just move from... The cube would literally just move from one side of the arena to the other, and you'd be like, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. It's like, it's just moving.
I say oh shoot because I was put under a time limit. I'm okay. With you, I'm always put under a time limit. There's no not a time limit.
With me? No, we never do anything with time limits with me. It's only the main story.
So much faster. You're moving so much faster than I am, and I feel like I have to keep up with that.
Wow, you don't have to keep up with me. You just have to, you know. live.
But I have every reason to panic when it's going from one room to another and I'm taking unnecessary damage. And it's under a time limit, and if I don't fix it, I have to redo the entire dungeon again.
But that was like twice. What's your
Yeah,
excuse for the other 50, 100? And it was that many
yeah.
because we had to get materials for all of your characters.
Again, it's just trying to keep up with you. Also, I don't panic before it happens. Like, that's okay. Even if I did panic when I was doing that, that's not the beforehand part of it. That just shows in battle panic.
Also, you panic when you're climbing stuff.
Because every single time, you know why? Because every single time I know that I'm panicking, I end up falling and I end up killing a character.
But, like, what does panicking do except speed up that process?
I also don't recall ever. I maybe panicking once or twice when climbing. I don't actually remember panicking while um climbing that often.
It's not all the time, but it's like you could always just jump off and then activate your glider before you hit the ground, and then you take 0 damage.
Okay, that's timing, and I don't have that.
Somebody else is going to die. Oh no.
Anyway, it's just in Genshin.
You.
Don't talk about the beginning of Warframe.
Okay, well, as long as you know where as long as you know I was going there next.
In the beginning of Warframe, I panicked.
I don't know. I still feel like you kind of panicked.
Okay, would they drop you in the middle of something you don't know what to do and you don't know? It was not helpful. That's all I'm gonna say.
The goal of pretty much everything in Warframe is to kill everything that isn't another Tenno.
And I still, I mean, in the beginning, I panicked because I didn't know what I was doing, and it kind of just threw me into it. I think I panicked once. I think I panicked the first few times I did that one rhinoceros.
Oh, the Rhino boss fight. Oh, that was funny. Oh, and then there was the Frost one where he smacked you with his mace.
He literally hit me once and I was dead.
You just fly off to the side.
He literally killed me with one hit and I was dead. Without a doubt. That thing killed me. I had every right to panic that first time.
No.
He hit me once and I was dead. Anyway, besides that, I feel like I've done pretty good. And I have played Warframe without you, like once or twice.
Once or twice.
I haven't played a lot of games recently.
Neither have I, really. Oh, weird.
I've just been busy doing stuff.
Same.
And, you know, trying to hold my life together, which...
Same. Oh, that's a hunt. I'm going to move away from that. Let's go this way. Actually,
I always thought I might be bad. Now I'm sure
Skull Valley. Skull Valley. Where's Skull Valley?
things are so good. And
Um,
how many playlists do you have, like in total? Do you think on YouTube?
uh, 8?
Hmm.
Counting the
Not
ones that I've
including your
made.
watch later.
Oh, not counting the ones that are just my stuff.
No. Counting the stuff that's your stuff, but like not including the watch later.
I don't have a watch later playlist actually. So 8.
I have two. And one of them only has like 9.
It's about
Yeah,
time for me
one
to
of
actually
them.
update my playlists now that I think about it.
I only have nine songs on one of them. That's what I'm listening to right now. I'm just listening to this on repeat. Listening to the first 9 on repeat.
I'm listening to the playlist for chilling, which just so happens to, I think, have the least amount of copyrighted music. But it's not the one that it's not usually my go-to because this is normally the stuff that I listen to when I'm trying to like relax and unwind.
Do you have a playlist for that?
Yeah.
No, I go from always being awake and always alert to sleeping to waking up and being alert.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I could go to sleep listening to heavy metal, Mick Gordon, Argent metal, but
No, see, I feel like I do that anyway. I used to be able to sleep with so much noise, it wasn't funny.
well, heavy metal isn't noise, it's music.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, in general, I could probably fall asleep anywhere. If given, like, I don't know, any noise, I've heard it all.
Not gonna go there. Nope, not going there. Not going there.
I had a baby in my house for a year. I had 2 babies in the house.
Nah, I wasn't even going there. No, I'm not. I'm still not going there. Next job quest, and then we can move on with the story. We can move on to Gridania and the forest. Oh, that's where I get my topaz carbuncle.
Ooh.
Wait, this is it?
Have you ever chosen just to not sleep?
Chosen to not sleep? What do you mean? Yes?
Like, everything is perfect, kind of quiet, you can do kind of whatever you want, and you just choose to not.
Yes. Because there are things to do.
No, like, even if there weren't things to do, and everything was in perfect condition for you to get however many hours of sleep, and you just chose not to.
No.
I think it's just me who does that, though.
Like, if the opportunity presents itself to sleep and there's nothing important to do, guess what? I'm going to sleep.
Nope. If the perfect opportunity and I don't have anything to do, yeah, I choose to stay awake. Excuse me, I choose to stay awake.
It's ridiculous. Why?
Why not?
But like, you can't do stuff like that and then be tired later.
Then don't be tired. That's what coffee and energy drinks are for.
Coffee is just,
No, it's not just flavored water. Just because it doesn't do anything for you, it doesn't mean it doesn't do anything for anyone else.
and energy drinks are disgusting.
Energy drinks are so good.
There, I said it. They're disgusting. They're horrible. They're awful.
Energy drinks are good. You just gotta get the right ones.
Putrid, even.
On the day of the finals, I had a monster and I had a bang. Right before finals started. Dude, I was shaking so bad. I couldn't stop shaking.
I don't
Dude,
dislike Bang, but
You were so bad.
Bang only has like 2 good flavors.
Don't ever do that. Don't drink 2 energy drinks and half a cup of coffee before you do something important.
It's just
Oh
a
my God,
bad combination in general.
And I chugged it too. I chugged all of it. Dude, I was shaking. I was up. The issue is if you don't constantly keep those levels the same, there's a crash. There's a major crash that you get. A major crash.
I'm not trying to crash. I'm also not trying to pump myself with just
What?
It's-
What?
I'm not
Say
trying to
it.
pump myself with the worst flavors of sugar. Like there's so many different various sweeteners and things, and it's like
Sweeteners that'll keep you awake?
energy drinks could at least be delicious.
I guess, but they do so much. They keep you up for hours.
No, they don't.
What drinks you're getting? If you
They-
chug 3 of them at the same time,
They just taste like battery acid and
man, if you really wanted to stay awake, dude, I stayed awake off purely energy drinks before. I don't recommend it, but you could do it.
wait, why would she go alone?
You could light the ship on fire.
Um, I'm not a black mage, so I don't have fire.
I'm just saying, the best way for revenge, if you really wanted to hear your enemies scream, light them on fire. That's the worst way to go out.
Hey,
What the worst?
FBI agent, it ain't me. So, you know,
Lighting someone on fire is the best way to hear someone suffer while getting revenge.
bro.
I'm just stating
the-
facts.
Anyway, hey, I'm actually here. She didn't go by herself. Smart, because this is going to be very traumatic for her. And I think these other 2 who are with us die.
Jesus. Spoiler alert.
This is like a 7-year-old game.
And light it on fire before you do anything. Shoot.
Tell me it couldn't be worse. These old doors are all rusted up. Come back another day when we fix the hinges. That's the worst excuse ever. She's trying to inspect their cargo because she knows we know that they're smugglers. But
How to light? Honestly, there's so many ways I could have gone about this. I really hate that his name is Morningstar. Reminds me of that one show.
also, don't just go lighting ships like this on fire because they could have captives. And now you're a war criminal.
Didn't think about that, but I mean, is it really that bad to be a war criminal? You just gotta get away with it. Honestly, I feel like if people weren't as dumb, you can get away with a lot of things. Just don't be dumb. Simple, like, mistakes that people get when they get caught, you know? Just like, I'm not saying it's right or anything, but if you're gonna commit a crime, don't be an idiot.
Protect our healer. Okay, so now I can summon either the Emerald Carbuncle, or the Ruby Carbuncle, or the Topaz one. They have a healer. Where is it? Who's casting magic? Interesting. Oh, okay. I think I might actually like this.
You never watched Adventure Time, right?
I watched very little of it.
Like, you just not like it?
I liked it at first, but then it started to be like a cartoon dating thing, and I'm like, I'm not here for this.
You have to get, dude. There's a whole like storyline that goes on with it. I mean, I haven't
know.
even seen all of it. I'm actually rewatching it right now because it goes in class. It goes into what Marceline and the Ice King went through.
I've seen bits and pieces of that, but like
You have to go through
That-
what Simon went through, which is different. But
that stuff was interesting. But then it was like, oh, Finn, which one of the princesses are you dating? And it's like, I don't care. Didn't ask, don't care. L plus ratioed.
until Finn loses his arm.
Yeah, I saw up to that, or I saw that happen.
I haven't even seen. I was so young when that came out. Like I didn't watch any of it. But I'm rewatching it now, and it's. And then they made a second series with Marceline and Princess Bubblegum. I love those two.
She's lost her cool. Dang. She threw her grimoire off the ship. Oh gosh. Well, we got her and we got off the boat.
But a war crime. Honestly, you shouldn't do this. Whoever's watching this, you shouldn't do this. But
You're about to
sometimes
say some Ted Bundy stuff. I can already tell. Go
I
for
have to
it.
be careful on how I phrase it. Mm. Don't just light them on fire. If you really actually want to see them suffer, take a
Bruh.
bamboo and have it grow through them, and then light it on fire. But make sure that it misses all the vital organs.
Atlas is talking about some dumb show. I don't recommend it. It's really bad and it's long and it's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Arcanist Guild to report that it didn't go very well.
I'm saying there are some people who just deserve it. The systems
Guildmaster, good to see you.
don't.
Face. Okay, the assessor may require some time to recover. That man is a nightmare made flesh. Physical wounds will soon mend. There's little we can do to solve the mind. She won't tell me exactly, but I already know. Okay, we'll take these. Now, it's time for us to move on with the main story, which means traveling to the forest.
I had to mute myself for a second. There's a part of a song that just needed me.
Deathbringer Ultima. Ultima. Alright. Where's the elevator? Dun. Oh, the game crashed.
Well, that is not ideal.
Just a second. While I try and fix that.
Um,
I'm still here. I'm just,
9 hours. I just didn't know if they could still hear us.
yeah.
Ew, I hate hearing my voice back.
There we go.
Mm,
DX11 error was interesting.
I think the be right back sign is still on.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm loading into the world still. I mean, I guess it's no problem if I see that. But actually, I will take this time to go use the restroom. If you need to do anything, I recommend you do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm back. And we should be good to continue. So, the VOD of when I actually started this character is going to go up on the VOD channel. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll find a link to it. But I completely forgot that there's no context for this particular stream because I talked about it in the previous one. So, yeah, that'll be on the VOD channel. Essentially, I came back to the game after Atlas convinced me that it would be a good idea to do so. Um, I was very reluctant. I really didn't want to do it, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel right now. Oh, anyway. This nostalgic feeling mixed with all of the different changes that I wasn't around to catch. Just, I don't know. I gotta stop saying I don't know. I know one thing though. If I'm going to get back to where I was before, I have a lot of work to do. Probably best to not think about it too much. The road ahead is so unbelievably, unreasonably long. But if anyone can do it, it's gotta be me. But I haven't forgotten that I still haven't finished Final Fantasy XII. And I still do want to go through Final Fantasy Type 0, as well as World of Final Fantasy, so I don't know when I'm going to have time to give this my full, undivided attention, but uh, the NPC to let me out of here has not loaded in. How? Ah. Now I have to head to the amphitheater. Not to be confused with Nafika's altar. Yeah, this is why I wanted to turn off. Hold on a second, there's gotta be a way. Companion, pet. NPCs. Claim open enemy NPCs. Minions, there it is. Never, when targeted. Some sort of party happening? What's going on? Wait. It's this idol group again. These gotta be... These gotta be bots. Oh wait, they do want me to go to Nafika's altar. Interesting. How long have we been streaming, by the way, out of curiosity? 2 hours. It always feels like we've been streaming for longer than we actually have been. Alright. I think now, I think it's time to go back to Limsa, and then the first dungeon should unlock. And we can just take it from there. Just this once up. I'll do it the proper way and take the airship. We're getting there, we're getting there. I think the biggest thing is that once you start unlocking stuff, it doesn't stop until you're like pretty much near the end, so. Oh wait, I can go to the gold saucer. I still have to do a quest first. Drowning winch. Padaron, what's up? Yep, first quest time. First dungeon time. I think I'm actually going to call the stream here. And yeah, it should be back to the regular schedule moving forward. Again, be sure to check the VOD channel for when I first came back to the Final Fantasy XIV game if you're curious about it. Other than that, I'm not sure what we'll be streaming this week, this Friday. Maybe V Rising, because I still haven't done a video on that. And there's an event that I've been planning for a very long time that I'm really itching to get moving with. but that'll be on the main YouTube channel either tomorrow or Tuesday. But yeah, that'll be it for now. I just can't see myself investing too much time into this on stream right now, but I hope that you'll join me for whatever I do play. So,